Hey YouTube, good afternoon. How are you doing? So, it's a beautiful day today out in the park, and let me show you my outfit here. Well, I don't know if I can show you my outfit, but I'll try. Mother Nature, Mother Nature assist me as the camera. See my outfit? Anyway, that was my outfit of the day. And yeah, I just discovered a new trail today. I dyed my hair blue. It didn't come out right, but it has traces of blue on it. And I dyed it first so you can see like it looks yellowish on the bottom. That's the dye. And I've never colored hair before, so I love it though. I've never had color. I've never colored my hair, and I did it. Not so perfectly, but it's okay. You know, you see the trail behind me? Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. And just out here enjoying myself. It feels so good being outside in the sun and all over you in your head, and you know, getting that vitamin C. It's never felt so good. I don't know where this trail ends, but you come along with me, and let's see where this goes. I hope you enjoy this journey just as I am enjoying it. Yeah, I usually don't vlog as much, but sometimes because I have low iron, so I don't have a lot of energy. From time to time, I have to go to the doctor, and they might say, take it. Sometimes they'll be like, well, you've had enough, stop taking it. So I stopped taking it, and I don't know when it gets low again, or when I have to stop taking it again, because they don't want you to overdose or something, I don't know. Anyway, so my iron, a few months ago, I don't know how long it's been since my last bottle finished. So I think that my lack of energy sometimes it might be iron. I don't know. It might be iron, but I do have low vitamin D too, so it's been affecting me for so many years. I just never knew about it. You know, doctors kept saying, "Oh, you got depression," and I'm thinking, I don't think so. You know, when you move from a place where it's sunny and shiny 365 days a year to a place where, you know, it's cold half of the year, because Minnesota is cold. You know, the winter. Lack of vitamin D doesn't help. If I have low vitamin D, it doesn't help. You know, being because the winter comes, I'm like the worst because I can't go outside. It's not as sunny. I don't get that vitamin D. No doctor ever caught it. All of them are telling me I got depression. And I was like, fuck that shit. I haven't got no depression. You know, I might take that medication one time, two times, or I just knew deep down, I'm like, I don't think I have depression. I think it's something else. So, a few months ago, that was this last winter, not a doctor, this was a nurse practitioner that told me told me to take vitamin D. She prescribed vitamin D. I took it. I feel really good. And then, right now I don't feel depressed or anything, but I feel I don't have energy. And I think it's that iron. It makes you sleep a lot. It makes you not being able to do stuff. It's hard, and um, but I feel good today. I ate some beans. Beans has been helping me lately. To get me some iron because I know you can get iron from beans. I'm trying to avoid red meat because I have whatever you might call that. I have uterine. I have fibroids. The doctor said I have fibroids, so I've really been cautious about what I eat. Usually the surgery sometimes doesn't. I don't know if it helps. It doesn't really help almost. Some people say they wouldn't recommend you getting the surgery to get it out. So if you have fibroids out there, shout out to you because it's good to know you're not alone. And some of these things are. I know a friend who did but she's like 40 actually. She did oh my goodness, she did the surgery, took out her fibroids. I don't know how she's doing right now, and I don't know if she'll be able to have kids ever, but I think that was her point. She wanted to have kids later. She was scared that something like this might affect her. So she decided to. I gotta turn around. I don't know what this gunshots are. Can you see over there? There's like this, that little sign over there. It says something. I don't know. They're shooting guns here. I don't know. Might not be a good idea to keep going on this trail. But let me show you the trail. Can you see? You see the trail. It goes all the way down there. Winding trail. So beautiful out there. Can you see? It's like the best place to come for a nice long walk. I don't know what is the name of this park, but I'm out doing my DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub and delivering it. I just felt so exhausted. I had to go offline and take a little walk. But there it is. I don't know why. I'm just tired of being in the car all the time, delivering food, not being outdoor. I feel like a prisoner in the car every day, all day sometimes, and it's exhausting, I just need a break. Some people might think entrepreneurs have it easy. No, they don't. Neither do people who go to work have it easy. But I think it's very easy for people who go to work, especially someone that only works one job. It's very easy for them to never get burned out than somebody who is an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneurs work, man, people, even business owners, my goodness, business owners are the worst. I think the most burned out people are business owners, because if you're a business owner, especially some of them don't have no hired employee, like nobody's hired. Some of them run their whole establishment by themselves. Do you know how exhausting that is? It's like being a DoorDash driver, Uber Eats driver, whatever, Grubhub, whatever. Because I do all of them. And if you're doing all of these, it's exhausting going from one app to the next one, thinking, not even that, but it's exhausting just not having a schedule. Yeah, you have to set your own schedule. You run the risk of getting burned out. Look at if you're working. If somebody say, "Oh, you can only come from 7 to 3," and you can come from 7 to 3, you can't work more than that. If you have to set your own time, you run the risk of being, "Oh, I'm gonna be here for 12 hours." You can work and forget to take a break. You can work 16 hours and be like, "Oh my goodness, I haven't taken a break yet." And then it's hard. I know working 40 hours just gets you by. As they say, working 40 hours gets you by. Anything over 40 hours is an investment in yourself. I mean, That's true, which means most people gotta work more than 40 hours. But if you got a good, nice corporate job, you ain't gotta do that. Most people work 2 jobs because they can't survive on that one job. you know. So most people working 40 hours can't even get by. Some people 2 jobs is what gets them by, and to say that working 40 hours gets you by and over that is an investment in yourself, I would say it's true in some cases, you know, and in some cases it's not true because if you work a minimum wage job, you need 2 jobs to get by. So how are you even supposed to go to school? Well, maybe you can, but you might just take one class or something. One class at a time will get you there. But it sucks because then you have to work that minimum wage job for a longer period of time than you would if you just quit your job, took a loan, and went full time. Most people don't want to do that because they're not sure in the major they're choosing. Like, if I graduate, am I even going to like the job I get? But I feel like if you're sure, like, hey, fuck it, I've been working for like this long, I've been working for that long. I've had enough time to figure out, like, hey, this is what I really want to go to school for. This is what I know I'll be good at. This is what I know if I go to school for, I will graduate, I will pass this thing because I love this thing. There's no way I'm failing this thing. And after this, I'll get a job that I like, and I know I'm going to really do well in this job. Maybe I don't like it, but at least I know I will graduate in this thing. I know I like this thing, and there's no way I'm going to fail it. If I know something like that, I think most people knew that. Know something like that they're very sure about, the major they're very, very sure about, and they're very sure in the classes that they will pass it. I think a lot of people will quit their jobs and take loans and go full time and finish it, knowing that if I finish this, the job I'm getting is gonna pay me 3 times what I'm making working 2 jobs. Then what? Then I'm making more, which means I can get a cheaper house, which means I can start a family and be able to afford it. Only working 8 hours a day and not getting burned out, but still, making it in life, still being able to save for my retirement. I think it's gonna make anybody feel good knowing that I'm not burning out. I'm not working so much that I can't breathe, but still I'm able to, you know, have some beautiful kids that I want. I'm still able to have time to develop a relationship that I want. I'm able to get married. I'm able to have my kids, and I'm able to have a roof over my head. I'm able to have emergency fund. I'm able to have all this, you know, um, investment towards my retirement, knowing that I don't have to be working this for the rest of my life. That one day, this investment that I'm making towards my retirement, the more I save, the more days I buy. I'm buying more days that I don't have to work. That's what they say. Every day that you set aside and you invest in your retirement, it buys you a day that you don't have to work. So I think this might be helpful and a lot of people, because I had this whole thing of I didn't want to take loan. I remember an older guy at my job who had a son in medical school. I don't know if it's pharmacy school or medical school. He kept telling me, you know, me and him were both nursing assistants. This guy's like an older guy. He said, if I were you, I'll take the loan. Take the loan and go to school. I mean, did I believe him then years back? I did. But what's holding me from taking this loan? Everybody said do nursing. I wasn't sure nursing. I wasn't sure that's my career part. I didn't sure I didn't even like it. And what I really wanted to do was to, well then, what I wanted to do then is not important. But anyway, because it's not what I want to do anymore. But anyway, now I know what I want to do. And when I think about the thought of taking a loan and going and doing it, I say yes, because that school is really cheap. It's like $5,000 a year. You go to a private school, it's like, I don't know, 30,000 a year or something. Anyway, if you tell me take that loan now and go, I would go because I already did 2 years of community college. I almost graduated. I'm left with just a class, and I just say fuck it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I major in liberal arts, so I can't really do anything with that. It's just I enjoyed the classes nevertheless. I have fun with those classes. I could choose what class I wanted to take. It's just a liberal arts degree, so I enjoyed every minute of it. And then I've been not really had a lot of classes over the years, but now I'm thinking, yes, now I know what I think I really want to do. That if I did it, it would buy me all this time I'm working 2 jobs. That I'd have to just work a job and earn, you know, twice as much or 3 times as much as working 2 jobs. And I could use that to get my master's or something. But or to get my bachelor's, I could pay for it. I could pay for my master's if I just take this loan and go get go finish my associate degree. And the degree I wanted to get is also associate, which means I'd have to start all over, which means it wouldn't pay well. It wouldn't pay as much, but it would pay more than what I'm making right now. It would pay a whole lot, and I would only have to do that one job to be able to afford my mortgage or my childcare or whatever, or house, whatever I want to get. I can afford it. Right now, I can't, and it sucks because at first I thought that I could do a lot by just being an Uber Eats, DoorDash, or Grubhub driver. Yes, you can. You can do a lot, but you have to work a lot of hours. To the point where there's no daycare that would take my child for. And the time I was doing it, I was only doing like one. I was doing Uber Eats by itself. And the only times I could do it was 11 to 2 and 5 to 9. And so when I had my daughter trying to get daycare, it's like, oh, government will only pay this much. And then daycare is telling me, well, you need to work this amount of hours. We can't let you work this much hours. We can only do daycare from this time to this time. I said, yeah, but I work a split shift. Can I do 11 to 2 and then 5 to 9? I have to come pick her up, bring her back, and then come pick her up. They're like, no, 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 no. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. You know, it's good to, if you can have a stable job, it's not even if you have a stable job, because let me tell you, you can have $1,000,000 and still not be a good parent. Also, when you're good emotionally, you'll be fine. Emotionally and financially, you'll be fine. I don't know, maybe physically. I don't know about physically. But emotionally and financially, probably, yeah, emotionally and financially, because even if you're not good physically, but you're good emotionally and financially, you can always hire, a babysitter and still be there for your child. So you could be disabled, but you can still be able to afford to have a child, because if you can afford to get help, you'll be okay. The hardest thing is being away from your child. I don't care what they say about adoption. I mean, it helps. I'll say adoption helps. When you're going through a whole lot, adoption helps, but never, ever, ever kid yourself that adoption, even though it helps, never kid yourself that, you know, it makes you feel better, because it never does. It's 100% better if you can keep your child, and if you have that, if you have a good support system, and if you have, you know, if you have a good family, if you have people you can count on, people you can trust to be around your kid,